Hello, everybody.
Hi.
Congratulations on this film. I saw it last night, and I couldn't love it more. It was giving me like all the camp I wanted. It was so good. Winona, let's start with you. You've said this is the one movie in your entire career you've always wanted to return to. Why?
Well, I just always loved the character, but also it was a really incredibly special time because I remember like everything about it because I was 15, but everyone made me feel so included, and that was sort of new because when you're a kid actor, they tell you stand there and do this, and like it was the first time like Tim was like, what do you think?
Yeah.
I was like, you care? But so it was a really, really beautiful experience and really cool. And it's sort of been talked about for so long, but then you don't want to, people love it so much. And so everything had to be right and perfect, I think. And that's why.
Or just jump in.
Yeah.
Well, we're so thankful you guys did jump in. We've been waiting for a movie like this, and there have been a lot of new faces in this film, and you said how maternal you felt with Jenna right away, right? How so?
Yeah, I don't know. She is truly such a, right here, a magnificent, insanely talented, brilliant person, and just the most authentic person that I've known. And I just, it was such a joy. Like it really was. I've never had that kind of sacred bond.
I love that. And Jenna, you got to work with two amazing icons in the industry and in the Beetlejuice world. Were you like starstruck meeting them at first and working with them?
Yeah, I was losing my mind. Seriously.
Boy, you come off cool.
I know.
Yeah.
No,
come on.
freaking out. Never did I ever think that they were going to bring Beetlejuice back. I didn't know that I was going to get the opportunity to work with either one of you. And we talk so much about how much we love movies, and they just so much of my studying of film, and just like I remember when I was a teenager and deciding that like, oh man, I really do like what I do, and I would just watch all these movies over and over, and obviously they were repeat offenders in those movies that I was watching. So it was even now, look, I'm sitting in a room with a green backdrop, and then these two next to me. It's a very surreal life that I lead, I think. And then for them to be as lovely and kind and considerate and so talented and just warm, I feel really, really lucky.
And when Tim approached you to do the movie, I believe you were at his house, right?
Yeah.
And then you went in your car, you started driving, and then what happened?
Yeah.
You know, I think, don't you?
I might know, but I want to hear it from you.
He threw me off. It was in Malibu. Threw me off. Thought we were talking about Wednesday. Gives me the Beetlejuice script. I went, oh, okay, right, cool. Thank you very much. Left. Got in my car, pulled over 10 minutes into the drive on the side of PCH. And like on PCH, there's all these rocks. Like, it's not a sitting area. There's like homes and like the ocean. And I just climbed over the rocks. I have a photo somewhere of like just sitting on the rocks and I just read the entire thing.
You did not.
Yeah, and then I called my team and I was like, oh yeah, I think I'm gonna, Tim just gave me this thing and I think I should do it.
Wow, you knew right away.
Wow.
Yeah.
Right away. That's amazing. And you had me dying of laughter throughout this entire movie.
Really?
Oh my God. Every line, I don't know how anyone kept a straight face on set. You, of course, returned to this role over 35 years later. What was so special about diving back into this?
I just couldn't believe it was happening.
Yeah.
That's what we kept saying to each other. Do you believe we're here? We're actually doing this. I heard through the years, is there going to be, people would ask, I hear there's a Beetlejuice sequel. Do you know something? Because tell me, I've never heard a thing about it.
Really?
And then a few years ago, Tim called about meeting. I met with him. He said he just would really love to do it. He'd love to do it. And that was the first I ever heard it from his mouth.
Wasn't it around Frankenweenie time?
It might have been, yeah.
Yeah.
So even longer ago than I thought. But he really wanted to just get that feeling back. He said that, and I don't know what had just happened to him before this, what kind of experience he'd had on a film, but it was like everything he didn't want Beetlejuice to be. And he wanted that feeling that he had on the set where everybody was fresh and new. They had nobody over his shoulder.
Yeah.
You know, it was just, everyone, he was starting out. And then it just made me so happy to see that he was doing that. Every day on the set, he looked so happy to be there.
Oh, how nice.
And I
Yeah, it's
never
really-
felt, it might be a credit to the producer, I never felt like a
No,
presence.
Tommy
So
Harper's.
Tommy Harper's the coolest.
Yeah,
He's
he's
a
the
very
best.
cool
Because you don't
producer.
feel that,
No.
what are
No.
you doing? And there, it wasn't, I don't even remember the producers of the
No, in
first
the
one.
studio. I think
We were-
they show
it
up
was
once in a
like-
while,
You
and they
had
were really
freedom to do
It
nice.
was like
thing.
absolute.
They were kind.
It's like these two opposing things. It's like absolute freedom, but you also feel so safe because
Yeah.
Tim, you just trust him.
Well, that's why your performances are all so brilliant. You can tell you really got to be who you wanted to be in these
Yeah.
films. And I mean, everybody has to see this movie. It is so good. I can't wait to take my husband to see it. I went home and I'm like, you're going to die. It's so good. And aside from Beetlejuice, the three of you are parts of some of my all-time favorite shows. So a quick little catch-up round. Jenna, starting with you, Wednesday season 2. What's going to surprise us the most?
Ooh, I don't really know. I would say that we have like really incredible set pieces is what I would say. I mean, we've only done 4 episodes so far, but every episode has one strong kind of outstanding scene or factor, which is kind of nice. Not to describe it like they're all movies, because they're not. But this season just feels like we're getting a little bit more of an opportunity to do the things that we wanted to accomplish in the first one, just maybe didn't have, the resources or the faith, and we just have a lot more trust this season, which is really great.
Are we getting another viral dance?
Oh my God. Well, not that I'm aware of.
Okay.
That's a famous last word.
I know.
You never know.
I'm not looking ahead at the schedule, but I fear maybe I'll see
Yeah.
something.
You
on the
never know.
horizon.
And real quick,
Yeah.
The Last of Us season 2, it's very tight-lipped. Villain or good character? Can you tell me that?
I'm not a villain.
Not a villain.
Oh, I might be to a certain
Do you
character.
kick some ass in it?
A certain character looks at me. Do I what?
Do you kick some ass in The Last of
Last
Us?
of Us.
Most of us.
Do you kick some ass in this?
Do I take ass?
Do you kick some ass?
I meant to say ass.
Yes. Yes or no?
Please.
Okay.
Do I kick some ass? Psychologically.
Okay. And lastly, Stranger Things season 5. Are we going to be totally freaked out?
I thought she was talking about Schitt's Creek coming back.
That would be very on brand for that question, though. Taking ass, kicking. I'm flustered now. We're talking about all sorts of things.
Excited that Moira's kicking ass.
No taking.
Taking. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Oh
And
my
do you want
God,
to answer that
it's
last
right.
question real quick? I don't want to cut you off. Stranger Things season 5. What will we be most freaked out about?
I honestly don't. I don't know.
Everything.
It's everything.
Everything.
Yeah.
Things are even stranger.
Okay,
Yeah,
fair enough.
even
Fair enough.
stranger.